as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right.
What's up? I traded Tariq Cohen for Kareem Hunt.
Whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call
14 fumbles in 3 games, dude. I can't deal with that.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. On the counter. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
To throw on 2nd down.
Oh, what the fuck?
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Rookie is
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a
dude, how about fucking Jackson today? God damn.
But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun.
And
in
a
this
drop.
case, just a little bit.
I hate this fucking Bears team.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3.
Oh, did you play with him or against him?
And it'll be Titan football.
Did you beat him?
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that.
You said you won, though?
Line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. A 2nd down run with Lewis. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Throwing, Mariota. And he goes down. It's a sack.
Dude, it was not only them, it was the rookies everywhere, dude.
Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
A terrific return, 30 yards all in all. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit. I'm up $500 right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yeah, we'll see if that holds up.
Throwing to start the drive. Barnes.
Knowing my luck, it won't.
Touchdown, Chicago. As his guys are in for 6.
All the 1 o'clock games are over. Those are good ones.
Strike first here in this opening quarter. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point.
They got their ass kicked.
Are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play.
How'd you know?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
He was handing him a shitty headset.
Offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Yeah, I told everybody we're all in the chat for fantasy. They're all playing a little bit. Did you guys advance the other one?
The wheels are turning on that other sideline as a play caller. You're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
I figured you guys would have advanced that 2 weeks by now.
Punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He finds Humphreys. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed.
What are the Seahawks
he actually
doing,
was able
man?
to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Mariota now from the 50. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Mariota. Yeah, Titans didn't look fucking bad, though, did they?
About players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Yeah, let's go.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Barnes eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover. Now a hit.
Oh, get that. Oh, God, I can't get it.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. He's going to air one. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago
Say you're back or you're
territory.
going to be back.
A big play, Mariota to Davis, 44 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now Lewis here on 1st down. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Yeah, he was hurt for a little while, too. Apparently went to the hospital.
From the previous big gainer. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
Broken collarbone, man.
Stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get
that was fast.
Now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with the
No,
defensive
Gardner
end?
Minshew, not at all.
Play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Yeah, he only had 5 touchdowns, so I guess he didn't really need to play after that.
Saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back,
You see who else did? Andrews.
Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball.
Yeah, I was talking to Dustin, called me, and because I was driving back from Bumfuck, Egypt.
That field goal gives them their first 3 points.
He's like, God damn, what is Creek playing with the Ravens right now?
Point to drive. You're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Yeah, and a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man.
Right.
One that's
Dude, this quarterback is
picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard
not fun to play with.
line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a
Kindred
touchdown.
won.
See if they can do better now. Pressure, and he's taken down.
Lance Kindred or whatever the fuck his name is.
Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
He's a superstar, though, so as soon as his shit gets unlocked, it should be easier to upgrade.
Second down at
Hopefully.
17. Mariota going to give to Lewis. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Third and long here for Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A gain of 4
the Cardinals.
on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 16. That'll go as a 46-yard
Murray's hurt?
return of 7, and the Bears take over. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field.
Isn't he hurting ours too?
He has not been on his A game, but his team has really picked him up. I think he probably now, second quarter, he's thinking, all right, time for me to get going.
And he also has to keep in mind that, he has contributed. You're exactly right. Not totally on his A game, but guess what?
He's got the touchdown.
He's got a touchdown pass. Yes, he tempered it with an interception. But he has contributed, and he just can't get down about his own stats. The team's winning. That's cause for celebration, even though there's a ways to go.
And now he'll be looking to contribute a little bit more. Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Go, go. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go,
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down.
God.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
It'd be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this
Tampa
pitch
team is so
toss
much better
play,
than this offense, dude.
I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field.
Look at that quarterback right to the safety. 2nd interception. Nice.
Kevin Byard, and his guys will take over.
Damn, Tevin Coleman's out already?
Oh.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Yeah, it's also
the Titans offense set
pro.
to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A battle for it here, and this will be called.
I thought we liked the sliders.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run on first down. It's Lewis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever.
Oh, yeah.
2nd and 10. On 2nd down now, it's Lewis.
You see that the Saints beat or that Dustin beat the Eagles guy?
In this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime and make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now the pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking.
What are you doing?
Good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return.
No fumble.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know,
and they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that
Not
play,
my other
too.
league. Cam Newton would have busted that for fucking 45.
Talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brett Kern now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Returnable here from the 38. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Around the NFL, second quarter in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. We'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
God, I hate this fucking game.
To be incomplete. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
There's Anthony Miller as they trot back out to go on offense. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking with it.
Now the ball comes loose.
I fucking hate this game.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. On 1st and 10, Barnes. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Barnes connecting with Burton here over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come on, QB, come on.
The final shot before break. Barnes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From a yard out. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
What is Dak Prescott doing?
That up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there,
he's fucking flinging the ball, man.
Goes right out the window.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Well, at least we know Jameis Winston still fucking sucks.
Ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a
dude, no shit. He's wishing he was playing baseball right now.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two.
About to pull Antonio Brown.
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
We'll see if they can pick it up. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Lewis.
Starts playing baseball.
Behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. They try again with Lewis. And very little daylight there.
Until what?
Up to the 44.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Hey, Nick Bosa just got his first sack of his career.
Through, picking up the first. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
They go play action here on 1st down. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now Mariota. Out to the right to Humphreys. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like
damn, everybody's getting hurt.
that reputation, didn't
Tevin Coleman's out. Joe Mixon's out.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession.
No, he just got hurt.
Half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to let.
A big seam, and he might go all the way.
My first rushing touchdown. Let's see, holding. Legal block in the back.
I think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Hate this fucking game. I know.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Off play action. Barnes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On second down, Montgomery. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Looking to throw.
Oh, my goodness.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. You got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him.
It's not my receiver.
It's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the
quarterback
5-yard
missed by
line.
he looked like Baker Mayfield.
Ideal. From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And Davis with it left side. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And taken right at the 35. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Barnes. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kareem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That'll go as a loss of 5. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. To throw, Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mariota. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Fighting through pressure. And he's going to go down again. Blowing that play up for Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Mariota to Lewis on the draw. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Here's Hunt. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with the goal line. I forgot. Met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Oh, injury cream punt, motherfucker!
Think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Come on, baby, let's go!
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by
yes, Tyler Lockett, come on. Fuck, I needed that.
Better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when
Thank
you see
you.
these calls on
How
4th
fucking
down,
time you
when
threw
they
to him.
decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
Sorry,
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mariota, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He was trying to go back to Corey Davis there, and it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To throw is Mariota. Now the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag,
right over me.
Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack. He's the culprit.
I just set my controller down and let fucking Khalil Mack kill people.
Sack of the season as his great year continues. This may be one of the best stretches of defensive football that I've seen. I don't know about you. 5 sacks last week, now 3 here in this affair.
Do I use him?
I agree with that, and I've enjoyed watching the skill that's gone into it. You can see
I've
the
never used
intelligence
Khalil Mack.
behind it as well.
I don't use the D-line.
Setting people up, but relentless. That's the one word that keeps coming to mind. He does not want to be denied at getting to the quarterback.
And they're not denying him. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they
God damn it. Another touchdown taken away because of a fucking penalty.
To the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
On the run, this is Hunt. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three.
Bro, did you guys call me the other night?
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense.
Did you figure it out?
The yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
What were you trying to do?
Escaping the pressure right.
You trying to watch Euphoria?
Down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Now that was a whole lot of open space out in front.
No, it's all on. I thought I showed you. It's on.
I'm sure you did.
It's on this, and then Smart Hub. I thought you said you had one just like this.
I
Isn't that you?
do, but we use it through the. I have the TV, but I use.
Yeah,
the
let me just go here.
What does it say?
Smart Hub.
Smart Hub. Ooh, good shit. Oh no.
But watch it. Yeah, watch Euphoria through just the HBO app or just the HBO on demand.
Yeah.
Because that's the easiest way.
Yeah.
I don't have HBO on any of the streaming apps yet. Did you watch any of it?
They are going right.
How'd you like it?
Everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 13 yards out, as the Bears push further out in front.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks?
You have the oven on?
Time to adjust to life in the NFL because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years?
Sid,
4 touchdowns.
you have the oven on?
That's not something
Oh,
rookies are
okay.
supposed to be doing with
I was
the
like,
ease in which he's doing it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
Let's go, Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mariota to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He gets it to Humphreys. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down.
Are you serious? They're going for it down by fucking... in this game.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Titans go. It's Mariota. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
We still have Dustin and Dustin and the Saints. They're all playing when they get home tonight.
So they may back up further. Can see this
what? That wasn't a face mask?
Out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually. So a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. This is Hunt on the draw play. And after getting tackled, he's
640 already. Holy
looking
fuck.
very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long.
No, I didn't know that.
From the gun, Barnes. Open man is Miller. He's got it.
Will you send Dustin an invitation?
Able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down. And
dislocated elbow. Huh. Is it?
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far.
That's cool.
Yielded 2 touchdowns.
It's funny, really.
Goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I think so. All I can do is laugh.
The Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Back to throw. Barnes.
Did you invite Dustin?
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Don't invite me.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of running play. Short little passes may work in exchange.
Kareem Hunt's first game, dislocated elbow.
Moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Looking to throw. Barnes. And it's caught. And he will be very close to a first down.
That's what I thought too, but no.
To the referee, and that means 4th down. On 4th down, Barnes. And it is incomplete. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already.
Dude, DK Metcalf's bomb.
But they didn't get it.
Guaranteed.
Huh?
It's not
Have you seen what he's done?
Right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there.
6 for 146, bro.
They'll start things on 1st down to Dion Lewis. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake.
Yeah, I've been looking. That's why I tried to get red zone on fucking Amazon Prime, but they didn't have it. You can do an onside kick after you get a safety.
Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford
I don't think you can do that.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here
dude,
that the data says that when a team's expecting an
Russ isn't
onside
even
kick,
fucking looking at
80% of the time,
Tyler Lockett.
the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is
Well, I mean, he got a 44-yard touchdown, but
I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number.
he got a 44-yard touchdown, but goddamn, other than that, he was DK.
I'm still waiting to see that number.
You see all the injuries already? Tevin Coleman, Joe Mixon.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
All you had to do is not be a fucking idiot.
He
wasn't ready.
This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Barnes. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with it.
So it's 3 more points.
Joe Mixon's hurt, dude. Tevin Coleman, good thing you didn't trade for his ass.
You know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now
dude, when you play DraftKings, like, and you're up big, do you not look at it? Do you just look at the stats? Or is that just me? Dude, I won't look at my score. I'll look at, like, the players because I don't want to know.
They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams
It's
want
too much for me to handle.
I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over.
They're on
right?
Fox.
And the coach called a running play.
CBS Seahawks
Pretty much
Bengals.
said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Dude, I can't believe it's 6:45 already.
Down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a
Didn't you trade him?
offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Lewis. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts.
Oh, well, look at the bright side. You got... Oh, wait, you don't have Ingram anymore, do you?
In the football game.
He's balling out earlier.
Play fake. Mariota. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Did Ertz get a touchdown today?
Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here.
Did Ertz do anything today?
Decided in the closing seconds.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a bad game. You know what I mean? Like, even for normal tight ends.
To the air again. Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT in the game. Instead, second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. One last shot now for Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD.
Is Andy Dalton just like balling out today or something?
Run out now on this game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were buoyed.
389 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime.
John Ross has 6 catches for 150 and 2 touchdowns.
I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said.
Some fucking Madden shit going on today. Every little fast dude is just balling out.
It's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your.
Alright, I played my game. I'm advancing it. Consider it done. Yeah. Man, that. How quickly that fucking off-season hype goes to off-season fade. I mean, I know it's just one game, but there were a lot of teams that looked like absolute poo. Jadeveon Clowney's getting sacks already. Yeah. He's already disrupting the shit out of that backfield. You know that running back I've got in our other league, the Charlemagne dude. He did you watch the Michigan game at all? Oh, they're like this outstanding freshman, and he had like 100. He had like 35 carries. Dude, I'm so glad LSU beat Texas. Fuck Texas.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
To Eli? You see that Josh Rosen threw 3 pass attempts and had a pick? play our game in our other league a different night.